our callous hands can tell my history. A sun up to sundown for all men to see. I planted and harvested, I've laughed and I've cried, and in every battle I've had you on my side. One day this old plow was gonna rest on the ground, and this old time farmer won't be around. I'll trade this dry earth for a brand new place where the Father is waiting with a smile on his face. My body is tired, my hair is turned gray. The strength in my arms, time has taken away. But the faith that I carry is still like a child's, who believes in the promise through the calm and the wilds. I leave to my children the land and the proof of a man who made his old ranch a temple of truth. That the greatest of treasures isn't what you own, but the peace with your God when he calls you back home. Yeah, I don't fear the dying, it's just a new gate that opens the pathway to my righteous fate. I'll leave all the sorrow, but I'll take the belief in a heavenly home, a blessed relief. The sea of my life began to rage for me. The waves of my fear screamed its end, you see. My tiny boat made of faith and a prayer was lost in the middle of darkness and care. But there is a lighthouse that shines in the storm, a light that reveals the truth, keeps me warm. It's the cross of my Jesus that will not burn out, my safe harbor, my home, without any doubt. Turn me around, whispering lies just to see me go down, saying that God had forgotten my name, that I was a nobody lost in the game. The clouds of my pride came and covered the sky, left me to taste my own bitter goodbye. Alone in the night with no moon or a star, I saw death up close, it wasn't that far. That's when a bright beam of light found its way, tore through the darkness and saved the whole day. It wasn't star shining bright. It was the lighthouse of Jesus, my glorious light. Some days I wake up and the sky's all gray, and a voice in my head has some terrible things to say. You'll never succeed, you're too weak and too small to give up on this fight. You're destined to fall. But I take out my sling and a stone of a prayer, and I knock down the giant of my own despair. This fear is Goliath, but I'm David, you see. With the strength of my God, I have victory. This giant is doubt, this insecurity, that steals all my joy and my own purity. It grows with each word of offense that is said, and it makes me forget all the things I have read. It points out my errors, my sad sinful past, saying I'll never be forgiven at last. It tries to make me kneel down on the ground, to make me a slave to the fears I have found. But I think of the King who has fought for me now, and on the cross of Mount Calvary the giant did bow. My victory isn't a battle of flesh, it's over the lies that the fear didn't mesh. This life is a journey on a long dusty road, with twists and with turns and a powerful load. There are no good signposts to tell you which way. You'll get lost in the darkness at the end of the day. But I've got the traveler's map right here in my hand. It's a word of my God for this weary old land. It's a lamp to my feet and a light to my path. It protects my poor soul from God's righteous wrath. The pages are worn and they're stained with my tears. It's answered my questions and calmed all my fears. When I'm hungry, it feeds me. When I'm thirsty, I drink. It's the wisdom of ages. It makes a man think. The world tries to sell you a map of its own, shortcuts to glory and a temporary throne. But all of those roads, they lead to despair. There's no living water, no loving, no care. So I'll stick to this old map, my compass, my guide, with my Lord Jesus Christ walking right by my side. And I know it will lead me to that heavenly gate, to my final true home, where my Father does wait. horse got so scared, threw me into the grass. And I thought to myself, my life's over, alas. The pain was a fire that burned without end. My own human weakness became my best friend. With a broken leg, I learned how to wait, and saw that in weakness He makes my life great. I grew stronger just lying there down on the floor than when I was running right out the front door. The months in my bed, just staring at the roof, I felt I was useless. I had no more proof of my worth, and the field work was waiting for me. And I was a prisoner for all men to see. But it was in this quiet time that I could hear the voice of my God coming to me so clear. I read more of His word, I prayed more than before, and saw that His plans are what I should adore. Today I'm walking with a scar that remains, a reminder of the struggle that washed all my stains. The leg has now healed, but my soul has healed more by understanding the plans that my Father has in store. I sat at my table at the end of the day to tally my losses and what I must pay. The bill from the banker, the bill from the store. It felt like the wolves were right at my own door. But then I took out a new pen and I started to write a whole different bill in the pale evening light. A bill of my blessings, a bill of pure grace, and a tear of great gratitude rolled down my face. I wrote down the laughter of my healthy son, the love of my wife when the long day is done, the roof overhead and the bread on the plate. My debts were so small and my blessings so great. I wrote down the sunrise that doesn't cost a dime, and the strength in my hands to work one more time. The friendship of neighbors, the cool morning air. The more that I wrote, the less I had to care. The bill of my debts made me feel poor and sad. The bill of my blessings showed all that I had. So if you feel broke and you're losing your will, sit down and start writing your gratitude bill. The gate is now broken, the cattle have strayed, the rain washed away all the plans that I'd made. The bank wants its money, the debt's old and deep. It feels like this life is an uphill so steep. But a friend is worth more with a hand you can hold, and a God who can calm a soul that's grown cold, than all of the money the world can possess. Without God and a friend, your life is a mess. My neighbor pulled up in his old pickup truck, said, "Don't you go worrying, we'll change your bad luck." He gathered the ranch hands and mended the fence. A friendship's the one thing that truly makes sense. My wife brought me coffee, her hand soft and warm, said, "Darling, don't worry, we'll weather this storm." And the strength that I feel isn't from my own might, it comes from the love that makes everything right. Some people collect all their treasures and things and live in a prison of fear that it brings. I gather my friends and I plant seeds of grace. That's the harvest I'll take to a much better place. Lost inside a bottle in the dark, with a wounded soul and a broken heart, I reached a place that no one wants to see, where the only way out was to find thee. The bottom of the well of my beginning, there I saw without you I wasn't winning. You gave me your hand, you called me your son. Now your light is my path, my new life's begun. I said, "There's no hope left for you." That I was a lost cause through and through, but your voice whispered deep inside of me, "Get up, my child, I will set you free." I traded the bottle for a bended knee. I traded the long nights for a prayer to thee. My old friends started turning away, but new brothers in Christ are with me today. Now I look back and I can finally see ask you, before the sun's first light, to bless all the seeds that I'll sow with my might. May the earth receive them with thirst and with love, and may every sprout sing your praise from above. With my hand on the plowing board and my heart on the altar, I make of my work a prayer that won't falter. May the fruit of the field feed my brother in need. This is my prayer, this is my creed. Keep away the plague, the drought and the storm. Protect all my fields and keep them safe and warm. May the rain from the heavens bring life to the ground, and my harvest by you, Lord, be blessed and be crowned. Teach me the patience to know when to wait, the time for the planting, the time for the fate. May I not forget as I work on the land that all things are ruled by your loving hand. And at the end of the day, with a smile and a sigh, may I once again thank you, my God on high, for the bread, for the home, for the gift to serve thee, and for your sweet presence watching over me. I cried out your name in the valley so deep, asked for a sign for my soul just to keep. But all that I heard was the echo of me, a lonely old soul in pure agony. But the silence of God is an answer, you see. It's Him gently saying, just trust and believe. I am working on things that your eyes cannot see. In the silence of God, I learned to be free. Sometimes we just want a quick answer right now, a thunder from heaven, a miraculous vow. But a faith that is real, a faith that has worth, blooms in the silence of pain on this earth. A father won't give what his child cannot bear. His absence is proof of his love and his care. He teaches me how to walk on my own 2 feet and draw all my strength from his mercy so sweet. So when the night comes and brings me to tears, and the only response is the sum of my fears, I'll embrace the great silence, and I'll understand that He's teaching me how to be a better man. But the silence of God is an answer, you see. It's Him gently saying, just trust and